Hey everyone, I'm Chris DiSantano and I'm an associate here at MJT Law. Today we're going to learn about how to find your award that might be applicable. So what we're going to do is click on the Google and we're going to type in Find My Award, FWO. And at the top there you'll see a link to the Fair Work Ombudsman website. And right there it's given us a question. So it says, does the business have a registered agreement that sets out the minimum conditions such as pay, leave and termination? So in order to find out whether that might apply, what we're going to do is jump onto the Fair Work Commission, which is a different website, and enterprise agreement. And at the top there you can see there's a link, and what we're going to type and we're going to click for the search for an agreement on document search. So in there, you'll see a search bar on the left, and we're going to type in Coles because that's who our employer is. And we can see here there are plenty of different enterprise agreements which might apply rather than the award. And for example, the Coles Supermarket enterprise agreement. But we know that we've typed ours in and we can see that none of the enterprise agreements apply to us. So we're going to go back into the link and we're going to click on No. So in there it's given us a question for what our role might be. So we're going to type in our job. So today we're going to be a photographer. Oh, I've spelled that one wrong. And we can see a bunch of different preset photography roles. So I can see here there's a still photographer, there's a photo lab assistant, we can even see a photography model. But I can see that photographer is right there, so I'm going to click on that. Alright, so next we're going to see what industry an employer might be in. So instead of typing, what we're going to do is we're going to just click on, and we can see there's given us a couple of options. Now, I know that we work for Channel 7, for example, so I'm going to type in, click on the journalists one. So there we can see they've given us the answer, so it's the Journalist Published Media Award. And they've helpfully given us a link to some of the more information around what their award might be. So we're going to click on See Award Information. And in there, right at the top, we can see that the Journalist Award covers employers in the published media industry and their employees who fit within the classifications of that award. So it's helpfully provided us some examples of what published media industry actually is. So we can see the newspapers, its magazines, periodicals, journals, and wire services. But what we're also going to do is we're going to keep scrolling down, and what we're going to see is who the Journalist Award doesn't cover. So we're going to make sure that we aren't excluded. So we can see here that the award excludes chiefs of staff, editor-in-chief, general editors. So we're going to make sure that that isn't us, but I can see that that isn't our role. So we're going to keep scrolling down, and again they've provided some useful lists of some of the related awards which might cover us, and there might be a bit of an overlap. So what I'm going to do is encourage you to have a look at those awards as well, and just to make sure that maybe you fall under those awards closer than you do for the Journalist Award. So, but I've had a look at it, and I can happily say that I'm in the Journalist Award. So what I'm going to do is keep scrolling down, and I'm going to look at the different pay calculators and leave entitlement calculators which the Ombudsman has provided to us. So in there you'll see some links to how to calculate your pay, how to calculate leave, your notice, or your redundancy. And you'll also see a really handy link to a pay guide. In the pay guide we'll have all the different types of levels and classifications, and also the different rates they might have, and that's their minimum rate. So if you have any concerns that you might not be paid enough, click on the pay guide and you'll see what your minimum rate should be. And just at the bottom we've got a link to the help page just in case you have any issues. So just to recap, what we did is we clicked on the Find My Award, and we had a look to see if we were falling under an enterprise agreement, but we know that we're not, so we're going to click on No. We're going to type in our job. This time it's going to be hairdresser, and we're going to have a look through the different options, and I can see hairdressers there. I'm going to click on this, and I can see that I know that our shop is in the hair and beauty industry, so I'm going to click on that, sorry. And again, they've given us the answer, so it's the Hair and Beauty Industry Award. So what I'm going to do is click on the award information, and I can see all the different examples of what the hair and beauty industry might include. And I know that ours, for example, does hair cutting. And I'm going to keep scrolling and make sure that I'm not excluded in who the Hair Industry Award doesn't cover. And I'm going to have a look at some of the pay and leave calculators. Alright, so hopefully that has been a lot of help for you. If you have any troubles with trying to find your award or you're not sure, here at MGT Law we're happy to help. Thank you.